Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to another video. My name is GGJ and welcome back to the channel. Yes, we're finally releasing another Hordes video and it's going to be a little different. So we're not talking about guides, we're not doing a tutorial, and this is sort of a delayed type of first impressions video. This is my 1 month, or rather 6 weeks, in Hordes.io. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So first up, we're going to be talking about pros of the game. What I personally like. Not, what everybody likes. What I liked. Okay? So, let's start off with leveling experience. Now, this is before it got changed. The leveling experience that I experienced was amazing. I made so many new friends, so many new people. It was absolutely incredible. I'm telling you now, it was fantastic. The one now, like level 1 through to 40, is like really simple. You can do it in a couple hours, believe it or not. That's actually true. You can. We've done it. We did it on stream. But before, it took you about a day, you know, and you could probably grind to 1 through to 45 in 3 to 4 days. I felt like that was more of an experience for me. Now, it just feels like everybody's getting to Favel, and that's it. So I guess you could say that's a pro, and it's also a con, a con of the game. But I have to admit the leveling experience prior to the change was better in my opinion. What else is really good for pros? Right, I know this is I'm gonna sort of contradict myself. And here it goes. Right, so gearing in this game is just RNG, right? It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Especially it's a bad thing when you get to late game, it gets really expensive, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But when you're at low level and you're grinding 1 through to say 40, oh my god, is it fun, right? Even now, after 6 weeks, I still find it fun to, we got a blue drop, what we got? And, you know, that experience of seeing if the stats are okay. Are they going to benefit something? Are they going to benefit one of my party members or one of my clan members? Will they benefit me? You know, I still enjoy that. I still get that little bit of a rush. I'm like, oh, exciting, let's go. You know, the other thing, let's go, moving on. Classes. I love the classes. All of them. I love every single class in this game. Like, I can't fault it. I mean, when we get into PvP, obviously there's lots of faults with all classes. But for leveling experience, I loved every single one of the classes. So, I've leveled 2 mages, 2 shamans, 2 archers, and 2 warriors, all to endgame content now, right? On both factions. I enjoy them all. I love them. I think there's always something new that I'm going to learn. There's just so much in each divided class that I can play, and I love it. I really do. Like, going back to the leveling experience, what I said, first of all, every single one of them, 1 through to 35, is amazing. I love it. I get to experience a different class, and I truly, truly did love them. Right, what else do I like in this game? Bosses. I love them. I absolutely love them. Like, even the low-level world bosses like Uda, or Uday, whatever. The level 25, 26 boss on top of Ancients in Guardstone. Wow. Like, seriously, he's so much fun. Like, it takes loads of us to freaking fight him. Like, you can't solo him unless you're a full stand tank, but guess what? It's gonna take you forever to kill him. You know, it's so much fun. Oh, you know, disclaimer, there probably is somebody out there that can actually solo it. I'm just a nub, little, you know, me. I can't solo it, you know. I love all the bosses. Like, you've got Bone Shower, or whatever her name is, the big Spider Queen, she's cool. You've got the world boss atop of Headless. You've got Splinter, or whatever his name is, and then you got the giant boner, and then you got Bob the Boulder. You know, those are not world bosses, but like mini bosses. You know, but moving on to like the later game, you start playing against those, and it's just fun. I love doing it. I love getting parties, and I've never once, not once in my 6 weeks of playing, have I failed to get a party to go kill bosses. Everyone wants to do it. I love it. So moving on for the pros. Moving on for more pros. Yes, there's more pros. I feel like this is not like a pros and cons video. I need to actually add some cons, don't I? Right, okay. So anyway, another pro. This is a browser game, okay? I want to point yourself... Can you see my mouse cursor? Good, right. Up here, I'm at 140 ms, right? Now, before the update, I was running at a constant 30 to 60 ms perfectly. Even after the network coding thing, the update, which boosted everybody's MS, which is weird, it still feels like I'm on EU servers, right? Like, all the servers are based in North America, and I don't get lag, I don't get FPS drops, I don't get anything. It just feels natural, like I was sitting on the server. It's that good. The developer deck and his team of developers, I'm assuming he's got new developers now, incredible. The network code is fantastic. I love it. I think what they've done is incredible. For a browser-based game, and it is a browser-based game, yes, there is a client in the works and it is being worked on, but for a browser-based game at the current state of the game, it is fantastic. No word of a lie, I don't think anybody else could have done a better job. Hell, even RuneScape, when it was a browser game, didn't do it this good. That is a fact, by the way, and I did play it when it was back in its infancy days, and I'm telling you, these guys have done amazing. They really have, so hats off to them. Right, now I'm supposed to add some cons. Alright, I've got to think of something. I've got to think of something to say, hang on. Okay, so we have got some cons. Right, so let's go back to the leveling experience. Now, if you remember, I said leveling experience is a pro and a con. Now, it got changed, but it's not... Like, 40 to 45 now is a drag. Slight problem with that now, it's the fact that everybody's getting to endgame now. They are. Like, everybody's getting to endgame and nobody can grind, all the spots are taken, and so forth and so on. It's like there's not enough places to actually grind, and it's hard to get into parties without stealing spots from your own faction. Especially on the Bloodlust side, right? And we've been told there's no new content coming at present, no new map or anything like that. It's going to be just what you see until, so they can fill out and, you know, get the quality of life stuff in there and stuff like that, which is fine. I agree with that. I think that's a good mindset to have. So well played to them. So there is some other things I've got gripes with, like the PvP just doesn't seem like going back to the leveling, right? So when you're 35, you go up to Favor, and when you're 35 all the way through to 45, you're going to be stuck in that map. You can't do anything. That's your end game content, right? So to get to 45, it takes a while now, literally. Problem is when it's constant wars or Bloodlust are out in force, which is majority of the time. Ask any one of them, it is. VG are either not bothering to fight or they're not on. So, when Bloodlust are camping the VG spawn, it's virtually impossible to do anything. And therefore, if I'm not in... I can't do anything, and there's physically nothing else I can do, like, because I'm trying to level, then what should I do? So, you know, should I just sit here for 2 hours? Like, until they decide to go away, which, by the way, it has. We've timed it. It's been hours. Literally hours. Roaming gang squads, you know, and stuff like that. And so, if I can't do anything on the game, I'm wasting my time, and therefore I'll go play another game, you know, because I can't actually go and do something, right? Well, unless you're dumb like me and literally go fight. I will literally go and fight all the Bloodlust on my VG character. I don't care, you know, I find it fun. But that's just me, right? And I dare say you'll find some clips of me charging into 100 bloodlust. But, and vice versa, right? It is not just that for VG. Once you're on bloodlust during the morning, oh, have I pushed the wrong button? Bloodlust during the morning, there's not enough, bloodlust just aren't on, and VG are on, right? So it's like catch 22 or whatever, you know, people are on, people aren't on, and therefore you can't find groups and so forth and so on, because it's different time zones, different people are on, and people want to do different things, right? So now as a shaman, so I've got 2 shamans, both level 40 plus, it becomes virtually impossible, right? Now we know that shamans are going to get a PvE update, which is great, but at present you can't level alone. You physically can't. Now, archers, I can grind. I did that when I was on my GGJ account, my first archer. I could level on my own. And I did that through 42 to 44. And then Christmas Day, I got 45. Shout out to Bills. You know. But, yeah. So, the end game is a little scuffed, to say the least, right? It really is. Those of you watching this video who are, you know, avid viewers of my content, and you'll know what I mean. It is flip reverse on both ways. It's not just one-sided, even though VG think that it's all one-sided on Bloodlust and so forth and so on. It's not. It happens on both factions, and it does get a little bit repetitive, and people are starting to get frustrated. That's not my words. That is the community's words. People are getting frustrated. Bloodlust, if they're out and roaming and no VG want to fight, it gets boring for them. Like, literally, they've said it gets boring for them. VG, believe it or not, once they're doing it, like, if no one's out, it gets boring for them. There is nothing to do once you hit 45 and you're geared. That's it. Boom. Done. Right? Technically, the idea was we get 2 bosses, you know, finally getting a VG boss deck. Hello. All right. Yes, I'm calling you out. That should have been put in the game. Like, let's be honest. It all boils down to this. I'll finish my sentence in a minute, but it all boils down to this. The Fathom map is unbalanced. Okay? It was meant to push everybody to fight at 44s, but if one faction doesn't think that way, or vice versa, and they don't want to do that, then it becomes the unbalance we have right now. So, where do you go? You know, what do you do? And let's going back to that other sentence. It gets a little scuffed. People are like, well, I'm going to go do something else. And we are seeing the higher end content players, even some of the big content creators that are out there, shouts to Dubsy and Yukimaru and stuff like that. These guys are playing other games. There's nothing for them to do, you know. And there's only so many ults you're going to level, unless you're me and just level everything. You know, people don't want to do that. So I think that's where they need to figure out what to do. Like, the faction PvP is great. Honestly, I do. I love it. I think it's amazing. But it's starting to run thin. So, again, that's a con. Now, to my biggest gripe of the game. Now, everybody who's watching my content, everybody who knows me personally through the game or vice versa, knows that once I sink my teeth into a game that I find appealing and I love it, I'm there for good, right? Same with Paladins. Stuck my teeth in since day 1 through Alpha, all the way through to this. And yeah, I gave that game 5 years of my life. Hopefully, this is going to be the same for here. But there is one gripe, and one big gripe that I have with this game that is killing me slowly. It is this. I'm going to open it up. Elixir. Buy Elixir. Whatever, you know, Horde Points. Let's click on the Horde Points. Hopefully this loads up the webpage and doesn't mess up. There we go. Right, so we'll buy all these, yep. Fantastic. Whoop, love it, great. Guess what? Okay, so you bought yourself some Horde Points. It's amazing, finally. As I wait for the website, there we go. And then we scroll over here. No, we don't. We don't scroll over there. We come over here. We wander over here to the trader. Bosh! Ta-da! My bane of existence, the mystery saddle chest. Okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you how much I've spent, but it's the excess of hundreds. I'm not lying. You can ask Declan if he wants to share that information, whatever. It is a lot of money. And it is nothing but RNG. I've been after one mount since day one. The Orange Spider Strider, whatever it's called. I have got, and we have counted it, we have, you know those sand scarabs you get in the mount box? I have managed to get over 50. Yes, 50 of them. 50. 50. It is so RNG that it makes my eyes bleed. If I sound a little upset about it, it's because I have spent an extraordinarily large sum of money trying to get it. Yes, I've been doing giveaways and stuff like that. And yes, I can just sell them and get 4 point whatever gold it is, or 5 gold, or whatever it is, depending on tax. For it. That's great. Woo! Yay, money. Guess what? I don't want the money. I want my mount. Please! I've had every single mount in the game, bar the one I want. Let's just recap what Horde Points are. So Horde Points are what you do. You can buy this. You can get a once a month sub, which gives you no ads, 25 bag slots, 100 stash storage, 100 merchant limit, which means you can put 100 items up for sale on the auction house, and 24-hour time limit, right? That's fantastic. Love it. I do. I love it. I really do it. But we need more. I want to see more. In fact, I don't want to see the trader. I want to see another NPC that sits right here. Sits here. Yeah? I don't know. Give him a little circus or whatever. Get anything in the back, guy. And I can open that up and I can buy things with my Horde Points. Because right now I'm sitting here with 130. What can I get for 30? I don't know. Give me a cosmetic crown that we don't have to worry about. Like, give us a crown or something that I can waste the rest of my things on that I can't. Say 100 or 50 or whatever they are. And I can change the color of my cape or something. I don't know. Anything. Or name change or anything. Stuff that you can buy in-game. Right? Or put actual individual mounts up for sale, because my god, I have wasted a large sum of money trying to get it. Okay, I really have. I'm not the only one. Tars was mentioning it in there, like that boy's dropped, yeah, a hundo, you know what I'm saying? He's dropped 100 plus trying to get one mount as well. It's getting expensive. The RNG on real life money, that is killing me. That is the one thing about this game I dislike. I hate that. Like, I'm all for, helping and supporting deck and this game. Everybody knows I am. I'm 100% behind the game. I've stuck my teeth into it, and I've committed myself to 1 year Hordes no matter what, right? No matter the outcome. But when I can't even get something as simple as a mount, and it's RNG based, it is killing me. Right. But yes, that is my 6 weeks of playing Hordes.io. That's just to summarize and just to give you an overall cap. The pros and the cons. The pros are the level and experience, gear and classes, bosses, browser-based game. It's fantastic. I love it. I recommend this game to every single person out there who is an MMO junkie, just like myself. The cons, endgame map and the way it's designed, and the RNG mounts. Other than that, this game is fantastic. I can't wait for the future of Hordes.io. I love you guys. You've been amazing. Thank you for watching the video. And if you got to this part of the video, please hit that like button. It helps me tremendously. And, you know, the whole YouTube algorithm thing. And, of course, if you're a new viewer to the channel, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. We are astronomical growth. Astronomical growth on all platforms because of you guys, the Hordes.io community. Without further ado, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.